American. Short and crisp. A song like Flipside. A song with which I just be at loose ends. And because it's sometimes better nothing to say, if you anyway have not much to say, I want to leave it at that. Should this change once, I still can make up for it. Did I understood the song now? Actually quite simple. Sometimes one should not think too complicated. Sometimes one should not think at all. Sometimes one should just, like now. As always in the morning, it bursts out of me. Take a slip of paper, quick. Boot up the computer. Today you do not have to work. Boot, quick. Notes, words, references, quick. Please don't forget anything. Boot it up. File, which chapter 2. Open up, quick. Notes, last. Slip of paper, quick. Write. Without thinking, effective. That you are able to so great. Effective. The last time? This time you are your own target. This time you strike. You want to strike, cause pain, maybe even kill. If it needs to be, and it seems to be almost as, you will also kill. Everything open, everything ready. Start to type. Fucking all busted. You do not deserve. Continuing, hide yourself. I lie in the morning, just waking, still partly in another, more beautiful world. Have tonight again at last observed my stars. 1:30 a.m. till 2:50 a.m. Very quickly it went, concentrated, intense, without any problem whatsoever. Should I have omitted but then. The sun is already shining in my window, but directly I can't see her not yet. 8:10 a.m. You make me crazy, you make me wild. Just like a baby, spin me round like a child. Be young, be dope, be proud, like an American. Everything is so easy, the childhood, this innocence, this lightheartedness. Does she simply think about the time in which she still had this? When she was young, the American flag, not only in Ride, also plenty of other songs and videos, when she was intoxicated, and take such things not always literally, please. For example, she sings once that she feels like a beat poet on drugs, please. She feels like. She does not sing, I'm on drugs. Is that so difficult to understand? I can. Always better, perhaps also entirely once. I was only very briefly innocent. Then, I was slightly longer unburdened. Then, emotionally I'm Lizzie. That's presumptuous when I say that. I have already said that I'm going to ask you before then when someone, let an old man his dreams. It will remain always dreams. So emotionally I'm Lizzie, not at the beginning. Later when you commit your stupidities. Then your savior came. I have had many saviors, but I'm not following them, just like you, Bilana and Romain. You know how much I love May and the early Lizzie? I'll still tell you, admit. How much I dream of this unburdened and innocent time, and sparkle. I would get to know her so much. Brit lights. Emotionally, I will always remain Lizzie, but for others? As a very clever man said, free quoted, when he looks in the mirror after Amber's morning toilet, as always, outside perfect, inside a wreck. Slowly I'm getting fucking crazy and I love it. Six things I want to do. At 2, I'm working. 3, I can do not until later, then when they are completed and well, except for the most beautiful, simply because the most high fee. For some time now, the idea is growing, and now I have to say it simply once, that if enough time still remains to me, if it do not run out and run away to me, I now know what will be on my tombstone. Peter Paul Grant. Born 1965, June the 13th, Heilbronn, Germany. Died, date, city, USA. Like an American, proud like an American. Hey, I'm not an idiot, and certainly I will diss nobody. I'm not saying that my Miss Grant have to be called Elizabeth, and even if, it would be kind of cool. And a bit of thinking about should reveal that Grant is not exactly a rare name, and surely it should give some among them which called Elizabeth. Well, there's still the problem of whether one of them wants to marry an old German. Of the rest inside him, I do not want to talk. But he would be grateful. I'm very sure about that. And finally, yes, presently, I know of only one Elizabeth Grant. Often it seems to me as if we were the very same person. Just the last few days. Congeniality written, Paradise finished, Tropico completed as far as Gods and Monsters. Bel Air will become very interesting for me. And yes, again and again I have the impression her songs she has written only for me. Only you can take me there. I don't even know what I'm saying. Do I have to commentate that? How can it be that you know me so well? Your angels looking in my deepest, most hidden inner. Why do you know me so well? Or do I know you only so well? What for a comforting thought for the old man, who never brought anything to pass, who never will bring anything to pass, that it could be, could already, that's enough. That he could share something with his angels. Would this mean, after all, some of you angels, could also be in me? I love you, my angels. I love. Never I have said in my entire life to someone, to anyone, only to you. And Beth, you I adore for that what you have shown me. And Elizabeth, you I adore for that what you are going to show me. I have the feeling I should view is this happiness and flip side more accurately. Oh, Elizabeth, all your songs and videos are interesting. Sometimes I'm just too stupid. 9:49 a.m. Thank you for listening.